lecture about cracking Google Cloud as a cloud certification. This course, expectation and intent of audience. So you probably wondering what is the course is all about. What is achieving this course? So this course is designed for newcomers who is willing to start their journey with GCP. This course will help you to crack GCP certification as well as the interview in various data engineering roles. So all this topic and resource required to pass associate cloud certification. Additionally, if you are not looking certification but you want to increase your skill set, this will give you head start GCP and this will help you to understand fundamental of GCP along with the other prerequisites required to take GCP architecture exam. So you are newbie in GCP, you can good to learn. You are you are giving interview for GCP or any other data engineer, it's good to start. You want to increase your skill set, so this is course for you. So now the next, okay, so next what we are going to do is cloud computation inception. So little bit about cloud. So here we are covering what is the cloud, why cloud computing, and adverts of cloud computing and features of cloud computing. So why the cloud? Right before we learn about. So these days, both tech people, even non-tech people, frequently use word of cloud. This shows how the advent of cloud has changed our lives. Everyone from manufacturing to IT services using cloud. So what is the fundamentally? Basically, the cloud is a remote server that associates via internet. The data stored it can be accessed using any computer that connects to the internet. As the cloud uses grow, many different cloud providers come into the market and service become a very competitive, resulting the cheaper server than the on-premises server infrastructure. Hence, more and more companies started moving to the cloud, save their money in on-premises. Increasing popularity of GCP infrastructure worldwide adoption of cloud infrastructure has revolutionized IT industry. People have started calling the technology that brought the revolution as cloud computing. According to the Wikipedia here, the definition cloud computing is on-demand availability of compute system resource. So cloud is nothing but it's a somewhere the servers some company is managing. You are just accessing using the internet. So why the computing? So the next, so as we understand of cloud, now the why cloud is computing. The why cloud computing? What are the advantages of cloud computing? What the problem does it solve? We need to understand. These are some questions help to understand the cloud computing details and identify the problem solved. But cloud is necessary to understand the implementation and fundamental. Computing provide easy access to service over the internet. It removes all the complexity for a user to use a server anywhere in the world. So previously, I remember when I started my jobs, I used to go my office every day, work till midnight, because there was no cloud computing. We have to access inside the office. Now the technology got changed. We can access cloud from anywhere in the world. So after the lockdown, it's becoming very popular. Cloud. So what it helped? It helped the cost reduction. Network infrastructure is the backbone of any tech company. Nowadays, vital part of every company because of the cloud company can reduce the hardware cost required to setting up their own premises network infrastructure. Maintenance staff and use that company to space for scaling of some of their primary resource. So the main point is here using cloud it can reduce the cost. Next part is network update and maintenance. So I remember when I was working my first job, when any network updates or maintenance happened, we couldn't able to access of databases. But after clouding, network update and maintenance is very painful if you are managing your network infrastructure. You need to constantly monitor your server for any of security loopholes or OS updates of any network attack. With cloud computing, cloud providers take care of the maintenance and security patch of any background work required to keep your network up to date. The latest security standard free of cost. So the two benefit we understand the cost reduction, Network update and maintenance, cloud people will do. We don't have to take it. And DR, which is called a disaster recovery. Natural calamities are unpredictable. You never know how they will affect your business. Before cloud computing and managing DR was exercising and expensive. Companies with a data center is only one location and more prone such a event. Using the someone else network information is also not easy and it can be very expensive process. With the cloud computing, we can have option to store and back up all the data more than one location. So the DR means one system will fail, then we use the another system. So we need to copy same data to another location. If somewhere happened a natural calamity, we can access from another location. And the fourth benefit of cloud is flexibility and scalability. So as a cloud computing is a on-demand service that is scaled within the standard max the availability and flexibility symbol. Whenever a whenever a company has a scale on-premises infrastructure, it involves physical efforts. It's more costly compared to the cloud. If server as under demands is also resource utilization issue. With the cloud computing, scaling up and down according to the load is very easy. You have flexibility of choosing different server in case of churn out of impossible with the future uncompatible with any future updates of software. So what I'm trying to say here, flexibility and scalability in cloud very easy. If you have more loads under your traffic, you can increase the server. If you don't have, you don't have. So it's on demand. Cost planning. So if you are starting a new business and you're already running the business, cost planning is crucial part of the business. Every cloud provider is some monthly estimate for cloud infrastructure. This helps you to identify and optimize costs upfront. This cost includes server costs, also hidden expenditures of licensing and maintenance, which is taken care by the service provider. So typically in the business, you need to predict of the next month what is the cost you are going to pay. So in all the cloud service providing, they will predict for you some hidden cost. Advent of cloud computing. By the end of 90s, many time sharing based premature solutions started coming in the market as a cloud computing. However, the companies struggled to launch their service commercially. Now, so in the cloud, we have three major players: AWS, which is Amazon Web Service, GCP, Google Cloud Platform, and Azure and some other cloud like Alibaba Clouds, which also is becoming famous, like Huawei, Huawei, and some other IBMs, and those are very small parts. So AWS captured almost all points, but Google is catching up, and Azure is also catching. Azure is also second most cloud service provider. So if you see here in the picture, AWS, GCP, Microsoft, IBM, Bluemix, future of cloud computing. You must have picked up some of the way to cloud computing function in solve the organizing problem. It has only 10 years since the different market leader started their cloud service. It is take last year migrate to premises. This means cloud computing is still developing stage. Many additional service will coming soon. In 20th century, the era of machine learning and AI, which required processing of massive data. So furthermore, the GCP is most prominent company. Google is most market to compare 90% of search queries. Its proven ability to dominate this information era. So that's why I chose Google, because Google is pretty mature and it's a lot of people are going to use. So Google is, yeah, and it has less competition compared to AWS. So try to learn about GCP. It's very bright future for you guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel, like my channel, and stay tuned about the tune. I will come about the next lecture about different process of cloud. This is cloud fundamental and categories.